everyone, we recently saw that a lot of you liked our recent One Piece arc tier list video, and we all decided to make another One Piece debate video for you all. But today is a special treat for all my Wano fans. As you know, this is the most absolute peak of the whole One Piece series. Anyone who says otherwise has no convincing argument to disprove this. So today, we are going to be ranking our top 15 strongest people during the Wano arc. So with that all out of the way, let us begin.
Joe, let me kick it off for this one. I would like for us to go from top to down, starting with double S tier first. The higher tiers are pretty much easier to determine, so let's all just go from there. I just want to say that this is a no-brainer, but Luffy, Kaido, and Big Mom belong in double S tier and will be the only ones in this for this list. A lot of people like to downplay Luffy's victory against Kaido. I'm sorry for anyone who isn't caught up or is anime watcher, but we will try not to spoil as much as possible. It's kind of hard for this video, but we will try.
Huh? Obama, you act like Luffy could really beat Kaido in a straight-up 1v1. Kaido was literally fighting the entire time during the war from start to finish, fighting after fighter Obama. Luffy needed to beat a fatigued and more weak Kaido. Luffy got defeated so many times, if you give someone 100 tries, they will have to eventually succeed on one of the attempts, Obama. Luffy is not fully Yonko level yet. I'm going to have to see way more before he can earn respect from me.
See more? Donald, what are you talking about? One Piece is already 1,000 plus episodes, and you're telling me Luffy still needs to do more to earn your respect. Luffy is definitely Yonko level after that fight in Wano. There is no debate about it. Even with him taking a bunch of rematches to beat Kaido. Still, there isn't even many characters in the One Piece story that could even get back up so many times and feel confident time and time again that they will win in the end. Wano was a war, Donald. Yeah, Kaido might have won the battles, but Luffy won when it mattered most. He won the war, and that matters the most.
So, it seems me and Joe agree Luffy is double S tier worthy. I don't think I really need to explain why Big Mom and Kaido are also in the same boat, so we are going to move on to our next tier.
For the next tier, this will be classed under S tier. Just one under our double S tier. I have a very debatable argument on this tier that might just make a lot of you mad. So let's just get right into it. I think it's a no-brainer that Law and Kid belong in this tier. For what they did in Roof Piece as well as their battle with Big Mom, I can confidently put them in S tier without really taking much thought into it. But my last person I have in this tier is Yamato. Sorry, Zoro fans, but he just was not in S tier during the Wano arc, and Yamato was clearly stronger than him at the time of Wano. Not only has Yamato been nerfed for years on end by Kaido, but the moment that Luffy set her free from her handcuffs, she was on straight demon time for the rest of Wano.
Joe, let me tell you something, okay? Did you even watch the Wano arc? Zoro is clearly stronger than Yamato. Was Yamato up there fighting during Roof Piece? I don't think so, Joe. As well as putting fear into a Yonko, as well as cutting Kaido. There is no way you can debate anything that Yamato did that was better than Zoro during the Wano arc.
Says a Zorotard. It's clear you never gave Yamato any real thought while watching this arc. She literally no-diffed ulti, no-diffed all of Kaido's subordinates. She is easily stronger than Zoro and King in my eyes for many reasons. Why do you think Kaido asked Yamato so many times to take over Wano instead of King? As well as no-diffing all her opponents in Wano besides when she fought Kaido in a 1v1 Donald. Also in the 1v1, she fought a more amped Kaido that was in hybrid form. It's like Zoro fans forget that Zoro feats versus Kaido came when he was fighting 4v1 in a non-hybrid form. It's not really that hard to catch someone off guard when you're fighting 3 other people at once Donald. And after Roof Piece Zoro was out of commission, it's like everyone ignores the fact that without Chopper's healing, Zoro wouldn't even been able to fight King after what he did to Kaido.
I'm sorry, Donald, but some of your takes are more headcanon. Yeah, I believe the next we see Yamato again that Zoro will be stronger than her. But during Wano, Zoro just wasn't. Even after holding off a hybrid Kaido in a 1v1, she was still able to fight and move around with no problems, unlike Zoro. As well as an awakened Yamato. Yeah, I'm sorry, Zoro, but you just don't belong in S tier for this arc.
Whatever, you babies. Since you all had the last 2 tiers, I'm doing our next one. Our next tier is A+, and there is quite a few people that I have in mind for this one. Since Zoro isn't allowed to be an S, there should be no debate that he belongs here in A+, as well as King and Killer. Killer was really such a surprise that I enjoyed. Killer versus Hawkins was one of the better fights of Wano. I love the way that Killer was able to beat Hawkins, even with all the odds stacked against him. Zoro, King, Killer, and Hawkins all belong in A+ tier.
I will give you this, Donald. But there is more people I think we should also add to this tier. Sanji, Marco, and Queen are also so very big key factors. Say what you want, because I know Zoro fanboys are going to be mad that Sanji is in the same tier as Zoro, but you can be in the same tier and be slightly weaker. Sanji and Zoro have always shown that they are not too far off the block from each other when it comes to power, as well as Marco having one of the most broken devil fruit in all of One Piece that allows you to heal yourself pretty much instantly. If it just for the fact that Marco fought Blackbeard, I think a lot more people would have more respect for Marco. And Queen gets in here for being Queen and pretty much Sanji's opponent, even though Sanji low-key mid-diff Queen like it really wasn't anything special.
I can agree, Obama, but maybe we should put Queen in B tier for the fact that looking back, he is pretty annoying whenever he is on screen. He's just usually there to talk trash most of the time. But the man literally had the nerve to talk so much trash to Luffy just to get mid-diffed by Sanji. Queen is a joke, but to put some respect on Sanji's W, we are putting Queen in A+.
Well, Joe and Obama, we have 2 more left, and this is our final tier. We need to speed this up because it is Taco Tuesday. Joe and I need me some of the finest tacos I can find around here.
Maybe you should eat some Odin instead? Donald. Lol, for anyone wondering, no, Odin is not being included in this list because he is a backstory character. We are only focusing on all the people that had a major contribution in the war. I'm sorry, but if you would like to know, me personally, Odin would have to be put in S tier.
Moving to our final tier, out of last 2 people should be a no-brainer. I would like to first thank everyone so much for coming through and listening to us wacky old cooks. But to wrap up, B tier has already been agreed by all of us of that Jinbei and Drake belong in this tier, making that all the top 15 strongest characters in Wano. I hope you let us know your thoughts and opinions of this list in the comment section below and any you would change. Good night, everybody, and have a beautiful day, America. We will all see you next time.
Make sure you subscribe to Depressed X Luffy YouTube channel and also following him at @DepressedXLuffy on Twitter.
We are leaving the final results here for you all. So if anyone complains about not seeing the tier list, tell them to watch till the end of the video. Okay, good night, everyone.